I just bought the cheapest LED strip I could find with an IR remote, and today we're going to figure out, is it worth the money and the time to do that, or do you need a more expensive one? Let's check it out. Right, so let's get into the unboxing of this, which isn't going to be that exciting because what you see is pretty much all you get. I've already made a cut here, so just pull the stuff out on the side. Here we've got our power, which is USB power, which is exactly what I wanted, and I'll explain to you why. And this is your IR receiver. Okay, so that's the cable. Here you obviously have, if I can get it out, your LED strip. Oops. Sorry, it's all coming loose. So this is the LED strip. As you can see, I went for a nice black one because I'm going to stick it on the back of the TV and I don't want it to show or be visible, and I think the black will work perfectly for that. And then obviously we have our little remote over here, which has all little buttons, as you can see there, all your different colors. Different modes, I suppose, on, off, and brightness. That's it. With a little tab, you pull that out for battery, and that's it. That's literally all you get into the box. So before I get into setting up, let me explain to you why I wanted USB. So USB power, I can literally plug this straight into the TV and power all the LEDs from the TV. So when I switch the TV on, that's when I get my lighting. I did not want an external power supply, so this is what works perfectly for me, and that's probably why it was so cheap. Which brings me to money. This cost me 140 Rand. It was the cheapest one I could find, and if you're not watching this and or if you are watching this and you're from South Africa, 140 Rand is about $10 ish. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna start setting this up. I'm gonna connect it to my TV, well, the back of the TV, and then I'm going to show you guys how to set it up. I already see a bit of a problem as the IR receiver is right next to the cable and it cannot be moved out. If the camera will just focus on it. Focus, there you go. So this is the IR receiver. So this is what talks to the remote, and that's going to be a problem. So I don't know, I'll have to figure that out. This is where the LEDs plug into, and that's obviously going to be plugged into the TV. So let me figure this out. I'll get back to you guys, and then we're going to check what the brightness is like. Do all of these buttons actually work? Do they show you what you want to see and what you expect, especially for the price that I pay for it? Let's check it out. Right, so super quick update in attempts to sorting out my IR issues. I've used insulation tape, a nice black one, just to sort of push the cable back so it's not in the way. So that way I can have this sort of hanging a little bit underneath the TV so the remote can have access to it. And as you can see, the cable's running here. So hopefully the cable will reach the USB port, and then yeah, so I'm going to install that now and I'll get back to you. Okay guys, another update. So I've installed the IR receiver, just poking out a hair enough for the remote to connect nicely with it. As you can see here at the back of the TV, if I can show it, there I've double-sided taped it to the TV, and the cable runs to the USB port. So now all that's left is for me to install the LEDs all around the TV, and then we're going to have a final look at it. Alright, so time for the final update before we get the light show going. As you guys remember, my IR blaster is still there, chilling. Very well done, if I'm honest, but that's the only part that is well done. As you can see, my sticking of the LED strips didn't go the best. That's still okay. There's a kink over there for some reason, and then I struggled with the corners, If you guys know of a better way to do the corners, please let me know. Also, don't be like me and try and stick it on while the TV is hanging on the wall. Rather just take the TV off the wall and do it properly, because as you can see, the line at the top is very skew and that corner's done quite badly. But you know what, it's on. It was cheap. Let's actually test it out. Let's get the lights going. Moment of truth. TV is on because remember it's powered by USB. So in my instance, the TV has to be on. And I have the remote. Sorry, recording in dark, so obviously it looks better. But yeah, let's switch it on. Ooh. Okay, so that's white. I wish I had a better camera so I could show you guys that the buttons are actually working. So they've got the red, green, blue, white. So let's try red. That's red, green, blue. Oh, blue looks very nice. I like blue. And then it has all these random colors here as well. Let's try this one. It's a bit of a purple. What else is there? Green, although I did press the yellow button, so I suppose to them that's yellow. Let's try orange. That's apparently orange. And that's supposed to be purple. So according to the packaging, it says 16 colors. It's not quite, it's just lighter and dimmer versions of red, green, and blue, from what I can see. Even the white is okay-ish. But yeah, so your room has to be relatively dark also to see, so it's not the brightest. From what I can see, it does have these bright buttons at the top. I don't know if you guys can see that, but they don't work at all. So there is no brightness adjustment. It doesn't go brighter or dimmer whatsoever. So that doesn't work at all. But then we have these cool little buttons that we can play with. Like this one that's called flash. How cool is that? So that's flash. Then we have strobe. So that's like, you know, fades into each other. I like that one a lot. That's really cool. Then we have an actual fade button. That's just more fading, maybe a bit slower, I guess. And then we have a smooth button. If I press smooth, then it just goes crazy. So it's not smooth at all. It's a little bit crazy in its head, but still pretty cool for the price that I paid with. I kind of like the flashing, actually that particular one, the fade, where it changes colors slowly and all of that. But to be honest with you, for 140 bucks, I do think it's worth it. It does add a totally different aspect to the TV or to your TV room. It adds cool lighting, cool coloring, especially for when you're gaming. I can show you what it's like with the light on. So if I put my light on, it's basically, well, my recording light. If I increase the lighting there, you can still see it. So it's not dim, so even during the day you can sort of see it. But obviously this is probably, you're gonna set it up in your computer room, or even like I did on your TV, and you guys want to watch a cool movie, and then you just put your lights on. It's, believe me, it adds a completely different vibe, if I can say, to your actual lounge or wherever it is you're gonna set it up. You don't have to put it behind the TV. You can actually put it up in the corners of the walls. I've seen people do it. I've seen people put it inside their computer cases or inside the Xboxes actually, or even in their TV stands to light up certain parts of the TV stands or wall mounts, which is very, very cool. So again, 140 bucks, 10 American dollars, cheap, and to me, totally worth it. Easy to set up as well. Comes with a little remote that works 90% of the time. And yeah, great thing. I'm gonna try and put in a couple photos that I can take to try and show you guys exactly how it looks from distance and from a better perspective with a better camera. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys.
with